శ్రీశైలే దయాపాత్రం దేవక్షాది గుణారణం యతేంద్ర ప్రవణం వందే రమ్యజామాతరం మునిం. Do you know, when we are going to Tirumala, from down hills to up hills, when we are straining to Tirumala hills, when we are straining to Tirumala, we are saying one namam, govinda, govinda, Edukondlavada, Venkatamana, govinda, govinda. The govinda namam, why would say? We don't know. So, is the Mahavishnu. So, because of that, we are saying govinda namam. Actually, we should know that story, behind of the story. In 10th century, Sriramanujadarsanam Swamy came to Tirumala. When he was shrine to Tirumala, the Tirumala hills as a Adishesha, the Adishesha forming as Tirumala. The Tirumala Adishesha, Garudalvar, shift to Adishesha from Vaikuntham to Tirumala. Adishesha, the Vaikuntham in Tirumala actually is the Parampadam. The Parampadam, the Venkatadri, Vem Prahu Katas Dahamuchit. The Venkatadri hills, the Garudalvar shift from Vaikuntham to Tirumala. So the Vaikuntham, Venkatadri is Adishesha. So Adishesha forming as Venkatadri. So Srinivas Swamy came from Vaikuntham by Bhrigu Maharshi. Grace. First Mahalakshmi came from Vaikuntham, then Lord Srinivasa came. And Srinivasa forming as Vibhavatara, and after that he was stood as idol. We didn't know the story, the Purana saying. So the Venkatadrishvara became as idol. So 5000 years back, the Dwapara Yugam declined and completed, then Kali Yugam entered. The Kali Yugam previous, the Dwapara Yugam, previous Yugam, Dwapara Yugam. So completed and Kali entered. The Lord Krishna, 120 years in Dwapara Yugam, he was stayed as a Mahavishnu, stayed as a Krishna. The Krishna Avatara, when completed, departed from the Lord Mahavishnu, departed from earth to Vaikuntham. So the Lord Venkateshwara, Vempraga Katasdamach, Venkatadrishvara, and he was staying in Tirumala in the 10th century. So one time he has given this Shankachakra to Tondamana for his defense. So he was standing without Shankachakra. 10th century Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam, so when saying the temple, this is the Ashesha. So we didn't use our feet. So he was folding his legs. So through our knees, he was staying on temple. That is the Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam Swamy shows to universe. So don't wear the slip chappals. So don't use the feet. Ramanujadarsanam Swamy saying. So he was staying on knees. So somebody was using chappals. That is the Vaikuntham, Venkatadri. So don't use that. So Srinivas Swamy, the Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam Shainan temple. So somebody was thinking about Lord Srinivasa. Already we discussed. Is the Shankara, is the Shakti, as like the Ramanujadarsanam Swamy proved by his grace is the Srinivasa. So that moment Ramanujadarsanam Swamy installed the Yoga Narasimha Swamy, Ishanya Bhaga, and Agneya Bhaga, Vokulamata, and Varadaraj Swamy, and Vayavya Bhaga, Vimana Venkateshwara Swamy, and Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam Swamy, the Bheti Anjaneya Swamy, installed Bheti Anjaneya Swamy in front of the temple. So the 2 Jingars, and he was put in Tirumala, 2 Jingars, Pedda Jingar, Chanda Jingar, and the temple will be going by Vaishnava Sampradayam. The Agam is Vaigana Sagamam. So this way, and Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam Swamy given to Venkateshwara the ticker as a shoes before Lord Srinivasa wearing the small ticker. So Bhagavad Ramanuja is given as like when you see entered in temple, you should recognize Lord Srinivasa as Venkata Mahavishnu. Because of that, he was giving a huge ticker. So the pundra is big pundra was put it. And also Ramanujadarsanam Swamy described about Mahavishnu when we'll enter the Tirupati and when starting the shining. At that moment you should say Govinda, Govinda, because the Lord Krishna when departed his Swami, then he became as Venkateshwara. So Venkateshwara is Lord Krishna. The Krishna is lifted Govardhanagiri, and every time he was following the cows. Karavaigal Penshandu, Kanam Sherundunbom, Arivandramella, the Aikru, Tandal Tali says. He is going every time behind the cows. The cow Prashtubhaya Mahalakshmi. So he is following Mahalakshmi. So Gamanatiti Govuhu. He was followed Govinda. The cow is Go. Gamanatiti Govuhu. The cow name is Go. He is following cows. That's why Govinda. So is the Krishna. So that's why has concluded Govinda namam. So you should chant, recite Redukandavada, Venkatramana, Govinda, Govinda. So then that namam recite and chanting, everybody should know is the Mahavishnu. So every time will never become the doubt. Before, so the temple entered, everyone is not saying Govinda namam. So because of that, somebody was disturbed by doubts. So the doubts never become. So because of that, Ramanujadarsanam Swamy is installed and it was decided the discrimination. That moment, from that moment, he has given the discrimination and everyone should say Govinda namam. So in Tirumala we are saying the Edukandavada Venkatramana Govinda, Govinda. That namam given Bhagavad Ramanujadarsanam. So we are saying by Ramanujadarsanam Swamy grace. That thing you should remind. Srimate Ramanujaya.